Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Lyle Kannenberg. Lyle is a team member and a very gifted individual, and we are going to turn over this webinar tonight because Lyle has got some information that I believe that everybody is going to benefit from. I hope you enjoy yourself. At the end of this, I'm sure Lyle will be available to answer questions and go through this. I'm so looking forward to this presentation. Please welcome, if you would, Mr. Lyle Kannenberg.
Thank you, Mr. King. It's always a great pleasure to come here and see all the people that need assistance. Today I'll be talking about the difference between leads and prospects because it's very important with your venture, your business venture. Just give me a second to open up the PowerPoint presentation I've been working so hard on. I'd like to thank everybody for showing up today. I see a few people that haven't been here before. Simon Peter Lafort, I know I've been talking to you off and on throughout the past year. I'm glad to see you stop in today. Do you have any sound? It might be your system. Can everybody else hear me?
I hear you loud and clear, Lyle. You're doing very well.
Okay. Uh, earlier I sent out a broadcast on Facebook, Twitter, through my blog, and also through the autoresponder that I'm managing right now. Most of the people were informed to at least log in early and set up their hardware. I've been promoting this for about a week now. If you have hardware issues, anytime you come into this room, you gotta test your hardware before the conference begins. Anyway, today, prospecting. We're all networkers. It's quite important that you understand the difference between leads and prospects because they are two different animals. Not necessarily animals. I mean, we could be animals at one point or another. Uh, Many of you might be using different advertising resources. You might be using them on large scale or small scale. Bringing leads in is a tricky process. You have to understand a lot of things about what a lead is. Oh, don't hit that button, hit this button. Okay. Before you do anything in relation to recruiting a new team member, you must understand that there's abundance of people on the internet right now. There's billions of people on the internet, which means you have a huge resource to draw from. And there's more people coming on the internet every day, so there's always new leads to draw from. I've created a little bit of a whiteboard to lay out the process here. There is no shortage. There are many leads, and leads will click on an ad if they're interested. Uh, Based on the content that you're showing them from the point that they click the ad. How did you design your ad? Are you passing on the information once they click on that link? Are they getting the information that the ad was saying? Now, based on the content they see, they will complete the next step that's laid out on the website or web page. And if you have not laid out your next step, you will not get a prospect, or you will reduce your odds of getting a prospect. Prospects have an open mind once they do the next step. What is it, a registration button or a watch this video, click this button? Leads are tricky. You have to tell them what to do. You have no idea what their education level is until they've spent some time with you. Prospects have an open mind once they've clicked on the button or filled out a form, etc., laid down on the line. So far, we know the following. Leads are endless and prospects are few in comparison, because not everybody's going to click on that button. Not everybody's going to fill out the form after they've clicked the button. Not everybody's going to watch the video. Not everybody is going to fill out the form that you want so you can contact them. If they're truly interested, they will fill out that form. Now, there's a certain process that I use. Oh, I hit the wrong button again. And that one's empty. Oh, you know what? I didn't upload the new file. This was the test file. I wonder if they're all there. 30, 29. Okay. Oh, pardon me. I'm missing a couple of slides on here, but we can get by without them. No matter what your advertising platform is, of course, we've said there's an abundance of people who are going to click on your ads eventually if you're in the right crowd. Make sure your ads are running all the time, because without your ads, you're not going to get any leads. You might have a website, but it's not going to get any traffic if you're not advertising it. It's a simple process. If you build something, send traffic to it. It doesn't do it by itself. So whether you're using text ads, solo ads, banner ads, potential leads, it's important to know the following. No click, no interest, no problem. You got to keep advertising. If you're not getting clicks on your ads, advertise something different. You have quite a variety in the SFI marketing business. You can go from price banders to the Wave 3 program, uh, team building. You can build your team, present a business to them. You can send them to the ECA store, get them to sign up for one of those. They just might need a store for their business. So how you present it will entice them to click and go to the next step. You want to convert your leads to prospects, so pay attention to your tracking. Are you getting clicks? If you're not getting clicks, then maybe you're not sending the right message. Do your research. That's what the hit tracker is for. Are you getting clicks? Are you getting clicks? Are you getting clicks? You gotta have the clicks. That's what the hit tracker's for. I mean, it doesn't tell you where the clicks are coming from unless you're using your key codes. I can't see what's on the bottom of that. So always try to provide your lead with with information that they need, eh? Oh, did I click the right button? Yes, okay. Supply them with what they need and you'll find partners or even customers for your business. So what are you advertising? Are you advertising the business itself? Are you advertising individual products in the store? Are you advertising the ECA program? Or are you advertising price banders? You gotta pick your own focus first. Without your personal focus, you're gonna hit a stone wall because you're splitting yourself in 2 or 4 or 5 different pieces. You're going in 5 different directions. So whatever the business might be that you're in, narrow your focus down and you'll be able to focus on the types of leads that you want for your business. So if you really, really like the Price Benders program, which is quite profitable by itself, I mean, not everybody likes it. I personally don't like the auction atmosphere, but I love the side benefits. So as a customer in Price Benders, as a bidder, I see the benefits. I won 2 auctions back to back the other day. Those are going to help me build my VP next month, or maybe even help me get something like an iPad someday. I've always wanted to win an iPad or an iPhone for my son, because he's always, oh, gotta have one, gotta have one. He loves these cell phones. He likes my smartphone. It's not an iPhone, but it's a great phone. You gotta get one of these. They will greatly help you build your business on at times when you have, maybe you got half an hour sitting eating your lunch when you're on a break on your job. Okay? We're in the business of working part-time on our fortune while we're working full-time on our job to pay for the needs that we have. So, whatever you can do to increase your advantage, do it. When I got this phone, everything changed for me. I can run ad campaigns from it. I can talk to people on Skype. I can phone people. It's like a mini computer. Most valuable tool. Fits in your pocket. Take it anywhere you want. So as your signups are coming in, contact them as fast as you can. That's where this comes in handy. This helped me increase the odds of them making progress. I can create videos on the fly. Let's say I got a great idea that came to mind. My next break, I'll take it out and I'll record a video. If it's not just for a memo for myself, it'll be for the team member, maybe a team message. Video messages are really great production tools. Really great production tools. Since I started using YouTube, uh, my leads have taken more action based on what I tell them in the video than they have on just going to a website, reading it. Some people are not heavy readers. The more of the visual, they want to see what they can do. They want to hear, which is one of the reasons why we're running this conference today, to help other people as well. Supply them what they need. Contact them immediately if you can. What does an internet marketer need? They need something to sell because, of course, they want to make some money. Internet marketer without something to sell is just somebody browsing around on the internet. They need a way to receive money, and they also need a way to send money. Those two things are very important. You need advertising resources on top of that. Most people don't even know how to search for stuff. This is the weird thing. You got to tell them, hey, Google's out there, Bing's out there. Type advertising. Type classified ads in the search box and click on it. You get thousands of results. Effective resources, effective advertising resources is it's really tough, because if we say an advertising resource doesn't work, it might be just that we're advertising the wrong thing. So you have to constantly test each advertising resource with a different ad. It may not be that they want what you're presenting, so change your ads. Maybe run 5 or 6 different ads. Not just the SFI business. Try individual products. See, just fish. Keep fishing. Change your bait. Your ad is your bait, and it costs nothing to put it on a classified ad site unless you want uh, to put it at the top of the page or in the side column where it's more visible. That's where you get into the paid advertising. It can be expensive or it can be cheap. It's all in the way you look at it. Splash pages. No, I noticed a lot of people are not using splash pages. You can use the ones that are provided by SFI. In fact, if you're building a team, that's exactly what you have to use is the media that's provided. Unless you're actually way up there in Gold Team Leader where you're allowed to design your own ads and improve them yourself. I'm a Bronze Team Leader. I can create ads myself, but they have to go through an approval process before I can use them, especially on team building. Now, there is nothing in the rules that says you can't make a special splash page for an individual product that's for sale. Think about that for a second. How many products are there? If you just advertise the link, you can do it on Facebook or something like that, but if you're just advertising the link, how are you going to track the process? How are you going to track their interest? You can use a key code on TripleClick's links now, but what if that particular product, even if it's a good one, was poorly laid out in the store? It doesn't have any selling features to it. For example, the benefits of the product. Maybe it's missing that. It might be a great price. Well, that's not always the best attraction, right? You want to get the most money out of your ad as you possibly can, especially if you're in paid to click or pay per click marketing. Splash pages are important. You can track your clicks. You can use Google Analytics. You can use any of Google's tools to help you track all these things to get detailed information. Building a splash page, you can create one on Google Pages or create your own domain and put a splash page on it. A leads page is a secondary page for team building, okay? Or repeat buying. Say somebody was interested in a product you presented and they bought it. Hopefully you're able to collect that lead before you sent them to the buy now. Okay, if you build your own list of buyers, you can sell them another product that might be related instead of trying to go through the ad process again and again and again to try and get that guy, right? Who's to say this guy isn't going to be visiting your where your ad is being displayed tomorrow or the next day or 2 months from now? When you have a lead collection system, you can advertise to a buyer before you actually advertise anywhere else, and you might actually get another sale out of it. It's called getting repeat buyers. Maybe the first offer, they decided at the last second, but you've already got their info, right? Their email address. So if they didn't buy, you could follow up again and say, well, here's another benefit for that particular product. I mean, they were interested, but they weren't sold maybe from that particular TripleClick's product. Maybe it didn't didn't give the right message to them at that point to click the buy now right now and spend their money, put their credit card in, all that kind of stuff, right? Next slide. When you provide the basic needs to an internet marketer, you empower them to take care of their business. If you do not tell them about the tools that they can use, and you just send them into the business, they're going to look around. Sure, the Launchpad training is great. What if they don't read deep into it like you and I do? What if they don't go and visit the advertising, or not the, oh, there, my brain's getting clicked again here. What if they do not visit the resource area and see the tools that are available? As an internet marketer yourself, it's up to you to help them discover all these different resources. SFI does have these resources in a back area. It's not brought up to the top. It's not obvious. You have to tell them. Here's another thing, but try not to send too much. You don't want to overwhelm them, right? That's where they say only send one message a week. I don't always send messages out. I monitor what's going on in the background. A lead that comes into the business becomes a prospect, okay? They're not going to be a prospect for long if you're not staying in touch with them at the beginning stages. You must get them started. One of my favorite tools is one message, and that's the default welcome message. I customize mine completely. At the top, I put the link for Google, translate.google.com. I send a plain text message. I do not send HTML messages. Underneath that, I put a little star box, like I built a little star box. And inside that star box, I put in there, copy this message to your desktop. Change the